Okay, so I'm taking you out behind the woodshed today to teach you a little bit of a lesson about burgers. I have 3 secrets of what I consider to be the world's best burgers, and I'm going to fill you in on them. So a little background, obviously I like burgers probably a little too much, and I've eaten them all over the world. In my travels, you know, I'll go out and do something for a long time and just get hungry for, you know, the old American standard comfort food, a hamburger. So I've had a real good opportunity to sample what the world offers in terms of hamburgers. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about 4 burgers and why I think each of them are really good. So without further ado, let's get started. You can hear a lawnmower, obviously very American thing. I have no idea why the hell we mow our lawns, especially out in the country like this. It's stupid. So I have a secret dossier on burgers. Number 1, there isn't a special meat or spice, it's a special technique. So think about yourself in the shoes of a restaurant owner, right? Number 1, you want to be able to maximize your profits, and number 2, you want to be able to have a technique down that you can teach to anyone within just a few minutes. You don't want to spend like years and years and years training your fry cook how to fry burgers. So the chances are you're not going to be spending like all kinds of money on crazy beef that's super high quality and custom blends and all this stuff. And if you do, great, but you really don't need to do that. What I do is I buy like 80% ground chuck that comes in the tube. It's probably mixed with pink slime and all that stuff, but it really doesn't matter. If you feel like you have to spend $50 for a Kobe beef hamburger, go right ahead, but I'm telling you, you're not going to be any more satisfied with that, and whatever hole it is that you're trying to fill with that $50 burger is never going to be filled. For consistency, I like to weigh out my patties ahead of time at 4 ounces or a quarter pound. Now, if you don't have a scale or you don't want to go to the trouble, the thing you can do if you have average sized Iowa guy hands like me is take and just make a cup like that and fill that cup, form a round ball, put it on a plate, and you're good to go. That almost always works out to about a quarter pound. If you have a griddle, that's probably best. If not, you can make these in a frying pan or whatever. You're going to want the temperature of your griddle or pan to be about 350. So the real secret here, and I tried all kinds of different ways of doing things. I tried these special shaping techniques, all this stuff. None of it matters. What you do is you take the ball of meat and you throw it on the grill, and then you smash it down with a spatula as it's cooking. You're not going to end up with any better burger doing it any other way, and believe me, I've tried every way. Well, almost every way. Once your burgers are properly smashed down, what you want to do is throw on some salt and pepper. Nothing else. Just plain old salt and pepper. And I have a little shaker that came with like toothpicks or whatever, and I drilled some extra holes in there so I could get like a high volume sprinkle, and it's like 50-50 ground black pepper and salt. That's it. Kind of along the lines of using Kobe beef for a burger, your Chilean beechwood smoked salt with your truffle infused pepper is probably wasted in this application. There are better things that you can use those fancy ingredients for. As an alternative, I will accept Lowry's seasoned salt. Secret number 2, toppings. They should be of high quality, but they don't have to be fancy. So what I do is I put together like a little menu with each of my kids' or guests' name, and then little check boxes next to what they want on their burger. And typically I'll have an offering of a couple different cheeses, American or Swiss or whatever, and then mustard, pickle, lettuce, tomato, mayo, and maybe some relish on there. And really, that's enough. You don't have to be fancy. People are going to love their burger because of secret number 3, and I'll get to that in just a second. Oh, and don't forget bacon. Bacon is key. So the final secret I'm going to talk about is context, right? So, little story. My mom tells me we're gonna have McDonald's for lunch. And I'm like, can I have a Big Mac? And she says, yes. And so lunchtime comes around and I'm getting ready to go to McDonald's, and she slaps a hamburger patty between 2 slices of white bread with a piece of cheese on a plate. Now, it was good, but that's not McDonald's. And if you've done everything right up to about now, which includes grilling your bun, hopefully you've seen that I did that in this video. It's really simple. Just throw them on the side. You don't have to put your aged Amish butter on there or any kind of crap. You just throw them on there and give them a spin every once in a while. Also, if you've taken your orders, the guests are going to be anticipating their burger, and they're going to be like, I can't wait for my tasty burger. So now, here's the next thing. Get yourself a cheap burger basket. You can get them at Walmart, Gordon's Food Services, just about anywhere. And the cheap little wraps that you can get. You can get like 1,000 of them for 10 bucks or something. I guarantee you, if you serve your burger in a burger basket with you know, your fries or tots, maybe a little side of beans in there, and it's got the colorful stuff, people are gonna like it 10 times more. So I promised to tell you about 4 places that I consider to have the best burgers in the world, and there's a reason for each one of them, and see if you can pick out the most important ingredient in the 3 secrets that I've given you. Okay, so burger number 1 that I'm going to mention is bizarre. Like, I have no logical reason besides context that I can tell you this is a great burger. And I just walked out of the jungle in Peru. I'd been there like a couple weeks eating like monkey meat and all kinds of nasty shit. And I had to wait overnight for a flight, and I didn't want to sleep in the airport, so I got online and I found a hotel room in Miraflores, and the only one available was at the Marriott. And so I checked in, I took a shower, I was covered in bug bites, and I just wanted to crawl into bed, but I needed to eat something. So I ordered room service, and I got a cheeseburger. And I tell you what, up to that point, that was like a knockout cheeseburger. It was like fantastic, and I think it's probably because I was starving and I'd literally had like bugs and shit to eat for a couple weeks, and it was really good. Next burger I'm going to tell you about is at the City Park Grill in Petoskey. Now this one is good not only because they have good ingredients and they're basically following all the rules that I tell you here, but it also has the context thing going, in that it's got this really nice wood bar. Get out of here, fly. And it's got a tin ceiling, and on top of it, Hemingway used to eat there when he was younger. People don't know it, but his family, I think, had a cabin up at Walloon Lake, which is nearby, and he used to stay at the Perry Hotel, which is like half a block from the City Park Grill, and so he'd eat in there and do his stuff and all that. So that's really good. The next place I'm going to tell you about is good just because the burger is good. And this is the Side Door Saloon in Petoskey. Now, for whatever reason, in northern Michigan, they have great burgers. And in Petoskey, in the Side Door Saloon, they have this thing called an olive burger, which is basically your bun, and then it's got mayo with sliced up olives with pimento mixed into it, and then your burger, then Swiss cheese and mushrooms, and that's it. And they just load it up with mushrooms. The problem with that place is they don't have a fryer, so you can't get French fries with it, and so I'm going to just downgrade them a point on that. And finally, if you want like a fantastic greasy spoon burger that's like world famous, go to Clyde's across the Mackinac Bridge to the north. It's like on, it's right there. The first exit, you get off, turn left, and it's like right there. Clyde's is like world famous, and they have great burgers, and you can observe the technique of the quarter-pound ball going on straight onto the thing and then smashing it down on the grill, just like I've explained. And then when they serve you your burger, chances are they're going to get your order wrong, which is fine because they're busy as hell, but then it comes out on literally a piece of paper. That's it. No plate, no nothing. And then you eat your tasty burger and you love it. Now I know I told you I was going to give you 4 burgers, but I'm going to give you a bonus burger. And this one's a little bit odd and it might be difficult for you to ever have, but there's this place in Fort Dodge, Iowa called J Mars, and it's by the Crossroads Mall, and it's like a typical, you know, burger joint. And they have other stuff on the menu, but their burgers are really good. And in the summer they have like a drive-in where like classic cars will come and then they, you know, show the cars and all that. It's pretty cool. But their burger, the All-American burger, is fantastic because it's big. They have bigger buns than you would usually have. It's like this big around. It's like as big as your face. Then they've got the good toppings, exactly what I just mentioned. And you can have it however you want. But then if you order like a fries, you're going to get like a box of fries. And if you order a large fries, you're going to get a big box of fries. So you get your value. They do a good job on the burger, and they have the context of the auto show and other things like that. So I hope you enjoyed your video on burgers, and I have a lot more secrets, but those are some pretty good secrets and a very good start for you. You can figure out the rest. Thanks for watching.